Good afternoon, dear students, and welcome back to our today's online class. We are studying about forms of matter, chapter 7. And in our earlier class, we learned different types of matter, some of the examples, and we also learned about change of forms through one YouTube video. Now we are going to discuss the same thing today with more examples. Is that okay? So first, let us revise the different forms of matter. So we know what are the different forms of matter. The different forms of matter are, number one, solid. And these are the examples of solid matter: ball, chair, table, diamond, mobile phone, and computer through which you are doing your assignments. These are some of the examples of solid matter. The second form of matter is liquid. Let us see some examples of liquid. Water, which we drink, milk, which we drink, different fruit juices, and even cold drinks. They are some of the examples of liquid form of matter. And the third form of matter is gas. Now let us see some of the examples of gas also. The gas which we use to cook food at home, this is liquefied petroleum gas. It is a mixture of organic gases such as butane and other gases. In the second picture you can see some gas coming out from kettle. Can you guess which gas is this? I'll give you a hint. When we boil water, this gas comes out. Correct. This is water vapor, and water vapor is also gas. The third example over here is gas coming out from chimneys of factory. Now these are poisonous gas, and it increases the temperature of our earth, thereby making our earth warmer and warmer day by day. But these are also examples of gases. And the life-saving gas for all living beings, that is oxygen gas. Our deep sea divers, they carry oxygen gas in cylinder like this so that they can breathe under water. So these are some of the examples of different forms of matter. But what you have to remember, the different forms of matter are solid, liquid, and gas. Now in our today's class, we are going to discuss about change of forms. That means how this solid changes to liquid, and that liquid changes to gas, and so on. Okay, so let us see. Let us take one solid, and that is ice. So we all know that ice is a solid because it has definite shape, it has definite size, and it can occupy a definite space. Now this ice, when this ice is heated by using fire or by this heat of the sun, when solid ice is heated, it changes to water. And this water is what form of matter? Liquid form of matter. Now the process by which solid ice changes to liquid water on heating is known as melting. So melting is the process of changing solid to liquid by heating. Now let us see what happens when we heat this liquid water. Now if we heat this liquid water also changes to water vapor, and this water vapor is gas. Therefore, the process by which liquid changes to gas on heating is known as evaporation. So evaporation is the process of changing liquid to gas by heating. Now can we change this gas back to liquid? Yes, we can change this water vapor gas to liquid water. So what we have to do? Do we have to heat it again? No, we should not heat water vapor to change back to liquid. Instead of heating, now we have to cool it. So on cooling water vapor, this water vapor changes back to liquid water. And this process of changing gas to liquid on cooling is known as condensation. So the process of changing gas to liquid on cooling is known as condensation. And this is how the water vapor in the air changes to small water droplets inside the cloud, and when that water droplets becomes heavier, it falls down on the ground as rain. So during the formation of rain, what process is taking place? Condensation. Now again, when this liquid is cooled, it changes back to, now let's see what happens when this liquid is cooled. So on cooling, liquid changes back to solid. And this process of changing liquid back to solid by cooling is known as freezing. So dear students, we have learned 4 different processes by which change of form takes place. And they are melting, evaporation, condensation, and freezing. To do the process of melting and evaporation, we have to heat matter. Whereas to do condensation and freezing processes, we have to cool the matter. Is that clear, boys? So please remember, we can change different forms of matter. We can change one form to another form, and there are different processes involved in doing so. Is that clear, boys? So now, based on today's learning, there is an assignment for you, assignment 6. There are 2 questions. Question number 1, you have to draw the change of forms of water from solid to liquid to gas as shown in page number 72 of your textbook. Number 2, name the processes involved in the following change of forms. Number A, ice cube to water. When ice cube changes to water, what is that process involved? Number B, water vapor in the air to raindrops. When water vapor in the air changes to raindrops, what process takes place? Is it evaporation? Is it melting? Is it condensation? Or is it freezing? So you have to write that. Number C, solid wax candle to molten wax. When we light the candle, what happens to that candle? It will change into molten wax. What is the process involved over there? Is it freezing, melting, condensation, or evaporation? Number D, water to ice cube, and number E, water to water vapor. Please complete your assignment and send it to me as soon as possible. Okay, boys? So this much for today, and do all things well. Bye-bye.